Hey everybody, Empress Vibrant here. Hope everybody has been blessed and has had a lovely weekend. It was restful, everybody feels rejuvenated, and all of that lovely stuff. So please like, share, subscribe, and comment. If you just hit that like button, it gets me more up in the algorithm. That'd be really great. Also, for your personal readers, all the information will be in the description box below. Yeah, I'm going to do a weekly reading. Today is the 7th of the 2nd. So this will be covering the next 7 days. And I'll be back again Sunday for another week ahead look at what's going on with you energetically. This is a collective reading. It's very general, so it will not resonate with everyone. Okay. All right, let's see what I want. So I'm going to be going into the angel answer cards. Find out what the energy is currently. Starting from today. So what is the collective energy for the week ahead? What is the current energy for the collective from the 7th of the 2nd, 2021, covering the next 7 days? Current energy. Right, so the card that we have is listen to your intuition. So when listen to your intuition comes up, it's letting us know that it's very necessary at this particular time to delve within. So those little nudges that we've got, those little feelings that we've got in our tummies, like, I don't quite know what that energy is about, but you know you've been led to do something, take action, stand still, pause, say the right word at the right time, don't say nothing at all. All of those feelings and all of those ways to act are going to be within your intuition. This is the gut feeling that you get. That's that feeling where it's just like, oh, I'm led to do this. I don't know why I'm being pulled to. For some of you, feel like, oh, definitely your ancestors are talking to you. Your ascended masters are dropping them nuggets to you, and you want to make those moves. Or for some of you, there's an energy of not really wanting to make certain moves, but the overall energy is about listening to your intuition. So that sometimes means switching off your logical mind, sometimes moving from the heart space. Sometimes that means moving away from the heart space and coming up into the mind. It's literally about that gut feeling. It's literally about that feeling that you're pulled. It's that innate feeling. It may not be something that you really want to do. For some of you, this is definitely something that you don't want to do, but there are all the keys to having things the way you want them to go. In hold on a second. Hold on a second. Okay, so my decor wanted to drop down. Okay, so my decor wanted to drop down on me, but like I said, the overall energy is intuition, to listen to your intuition at this time. For some of you, there is a very stubborn streak that's going on. You know what it is that you're supposed to do. However, you're not necessarily wanting to take certain actions, or I want to stay where you're at. However, there's a need to move, keep things moving. So in clarification, I'm trying to get one more. In clarification for the listen to your intuition. So this is funny. So the first one we got is the Tower. So this is when it's necessary within this time to allow things to fall. This is old ideals, old feelings, emotions, old ways of thinking, behavior. This is about moving a specific obstacle or something out of the way. This could be the breaking down of a relationship. This could be moving from a job that you're at. This is moving something. So something that was quite difficult that you've been dealing with is going to be shifted, because the tower needs to fall, enable for you to see what's necessary, what's next for you. Yeah. So although it's painful, the tower needed to fall, or is falling for a reason, or feels like things are crumbling around your ears, because there's something brighter for you to see. Once that obstacle's out the way, you can clearly see what's going on. What's left is just a debris, some dust. When the dust settles, you can get to find out what you want to do next, you know? And then we've got the Ace of Wands. And Ace of Wands is all about that action energy. That's the opportunities to embark upon your third eye awakening, your healing. This is taking actions on job opportunities, entrepreneurship, clearing up old stuff. And like I said, where there is this tower going on, where something's being broken down, maybe the action was to clear the air, and it was your intuition that led you to make this decision. So maybe you needed to move away from something. You needed to step back so you could see the full picture of something. And it was your intuition that was niggling at you to really pay attention to what needs to fall, or why something's fallen, or the fact that you need to walk away, take some type of action, speak up, be silent in this time, and just watch, you know. And her two eyes are closed, but it's in a meditative state. So her third eye is working. So maybe this is a lot of etherical work. This is a lot of meditation. This is a lot of intuition-based downloads, gifts. You know, as I was saying to you at the beginning, where it feels like you're getting messages from your ancestors or ascended masters. Maybe the fear of connecting to certain energies, or the fear of letting something go, is what's being broken down, so that you can take action and utilize this energy of intuition. It's actually very, very beautiful energy. So the message is to listen to your intuition. Okay, so that could come up in many things. When to address a situation, you may get a pull in to sort out paperwork. I'm getting a lot of paperwork, getting certain things done, deadlines, stuff like that. If you've got deadlines and you're pulled to just get things done like ASAP, it's rather to do it sooner rather than later. There's a reason why you've got a pull in to want to get certain things done, tick certain things off your lists and things of that nature. But definitely listen to your intuition, you know, don't cling on to things out of habit or out of comfortability. There's a reason why this tower needs to fall. And for some, it's old things, fear, anxiety. For some of you, this is lack of confidence. Yeah. So let's go into, so we know what the energy is. So the energy is about listening to your intuition, knowing that there are some things that are going to be falling, things that are no longer serving you, that you no longer need to pay attention to anymore. You've clocked this level, you understood, you can let that thing go, keep it pushing. Okay, so let's go into what this upcoming week, what the energy is about, what is going to be alluded to you, what you're going to see, what possibly could be the focus, what your ancestors and your spirit guides are need to focus on, or giving you a heads up to watch out for this upcoming week. What is the energy, what is the focus for the collective for the next 7 days? Oh, there's 2 of them. I'm going to give them 2. So the first one we have is forgiveness. So like I was saying before, with this, listen to your intuition and recognizing that there's some type of tower, there's something breaking down, there's something broken, there's something that needs to be shifted, an old thought pattern, pain, hurt, fear, lack of self-worth, um, anything that wasn't serving you anymore, you know, an old role, a position, okay, that needs to fall away so that a new action can take place. So for that, more time for introspection, more time for healing, more time for digging within comes up. Okay, so the energy is forgiveness. Okay, so that's what we need to focus on for the next 7 days. That when this thing comes up, we recognize that it's all about for us to forgive ourselves and others, recognizing that it's just a part of the journey. Okay, so the last one we have is abundance. Abundance can be had when we let go of things we're hanging on to that we don't need anymore. Okay, so this abundance is where we're heading to connect ourselves more readily to our gratitude, our thanksgiving for everything that we are encountering and have continued to encounter. Okay, forgiveness. True word. Okay, so let's look into a bit more about this forgiveness energy. Tell me about forgiveness. And when we're thinking about forgiveness and breaking that down in its purest form, we are understanding that forgiveness is the key for us to fully immerse ourselves in moving forward. This idea that something needs to move, something that's been held a long time, a grievance, anger, resentment, that something is breaking down so that a deeper understanding can be had, action can be taken, opportunities for growth can happen when we truly open up and listen to our intuition. That is why this is the energy for the week, to listen to your intuition, dig a bit more deeper, okay? And it's going to allow us to fully be able to forgive once we're able to look at our role in the situation, when we're able to see ourselves in the role of just, even if it's like recognize that you're a villain in somebody's story. So we can easily to forgive others when we recognize that we too have caused pain, hurt, sadness, the full 9 yards. And this message fully resonates with me on a very deep level, on a personal level. So yeah, for me to be led to do this reading again, I was going to leave this until the end of the month, but I was just like, no, you should do your weeklies from now. It's been a weekend of February, so let's get it. So forgiveness, a clarification or a little bit more insight is the Four of Swords. Forgiveness will allow you to fully rest and rejuvenate. Four of Swords talks about the need to rest. There need to be nesting somewhere where there's love, peace, and calm. And for you to fully rest is where you've let it go. Carrying things on your shoulders, carrying things in your heart is very, very taxing for the body, very, very taxing for the mind. So not only do we need to be mindful that forgiveness is about allowing yourself to move. It's not excusing somebody from hurtful behavior. It's not rolling over. It's not saying, you know, this situation didn't hurt or this situation didn't happen. It's rather allowing yourself to free yourself from the heavy burden of it, of the disappointment, of the betrayal. Carrying it is what causes a lot of energy. And you just do feel like you want to curl up into a ball. It does zap your energy. You don't feel like there is much you want to be doing. Okay, so there is definitely an energy around ensuring that you take some breaks, that you allow your body to rest and rejuvenate, especially when you've been hanging on to something or fighting the good fight. You know, for some of you, you hadn't wanted certain things to happen. So there was a resistance against this tower. There was a pulling on something, a holding on this thing, not really truly wanting to let it go. There was some type of resistance. That's why you're told in this time to listen to your intuition. Take the action that's going to support you freeing yourself, releasing yourself from any of those bonds, any of those restrictions that we place upon ourselves through emotional, mental turmoil, and recognizing that forgiveness is the way forward. People are only doing as much as they possibly can. People are doing what they can do. You know, it's no sense us keep beating up ourselves and others for not being more. You know, for some people, what they're given in this moment, whether you see it as being big or not, is just what they have to offer. You know, you can't give from an empty cup. So it's very, very poignant that we don't keep pointing the fingers. And I had to learn this in a pretty painful way. And I've inflicted some of that pain on to those who I've loved because of feeling like I wasn't given enough, feeling like they should have done more, you know, and it's been the same thing. I felt like you could have understood me more, you could have been less judgmental, you could have all of the shoulda, coulda, wouldas. And in that time, whatever you had to give is what you had to give, rightly or wrongly. That was just what you had, you know, and it's when we recognize that we all have a lot going on and we all have our journeys, it's a lot more easier to forgive. Not to say you forget, but you can say, sure, human, innit? Can't always get things right, won't always be there. It's not my job to cradle anyone in their nest and try to keep them away from pain and hurt. This is inevitable. We all must face our own demons. We all must jump over our own hurdles. But in this, we've drained ourselves in keeping this kind of energy where we're keeping fighting or holding on, grasping at the energetic disappointment, betrayal, hurt, pain, anxiety, whatever it is, it drains you. And there is a need for rest and rejuvenation, and that will start from forgiveness. For some of you, this is affairs of the heart, Page of Cups. This is definitely an emotional situation. This is something that has come up that you probably haven't dealt with before, you didn't think was possible. It was a great shock. This could be something that comes up and you're like, hold on. I never would have thunked it. I never would have thought I'd have gone through this with you. I expected better. You know, something that's very emotional to the heart. That's why we're dealing with the cups. That's why we're dealing with emotions. That's why there's a lots of water here. You know, there's a confusion, a dumbfoundedness to the situation. So you may come up with situations that you feel like, I don't quite understand that. I don't quite get how the situation is happening now. to me in this time, you know. So this week, be very, very open to the fact that you're going to be pulled in different directions, that you're going to be shown different things, but your intuition will lead you towards the best practice, the best actions to take. And you'll all, and with using your intuition, you'll feel a little bit less nervous about the outcome, especially when you start to delve within and start looking at why the tower's here, why things aren't going the way they need to go, why things are falling away, and recognizing that things are not happening to you, it's happening for you to take that action, to take those opportunities for growth, expansion, whatever that looks like for you personally. Okay, so now we're going on to the last card, which we have is abundance. So abundance is that energy where we are coming from, that gratitude. We recognize that everything what we encounter is necessary for us. That's where that gratitude comes in. I learned so much. I have grown. I have developed. I have always been taken care of, even in the hardest of times. I've always been able to bounce back. It's been my faith. It's been my family. It's been my friends. I am abundant with love. I am abundant with care. You know, I have what I need, you know, in this physical realm, as well as love and joy and happiness. I have everything that I need, and that comes from the small gestures of gratitude for the smallest of things. And then abundance becomes something that is just second nature. I absolutely love that. I want to get an angel answer card around the abundance. Number 5, abundance. Yeah, see that? Be assertive. So be assertive, take action towards being grateful, have an attitude of gratitude, keep it moving, be assertive with your actions that you take this week, be assertive in putting yourself first, be assertive with allowing yourself 10-15 minutes to breathe deep and take a meditation, sit in silence, reflect, be assertive with your time, be assertive with the time that you spend with those around you. Be assertive with what you're putting your energy to. Don't just sit back and wait for things to happen or wallow in anything. Be assertive and take that action. I absolutely love that. Well, that has been your reading for the week, for the next 7 days. You'll see me back again on Sunday. What would the date be on Sunday? Let's have a look, see. So I'll be back on the 14th. Oh, the love holiday. Yeah, I'll be back. I'll be back on the 14th and we'll do another weekly reading. I hope everybody is blessed. I hope this reading was beneficial. Remember, even if it's the smallest of things that comes up, listen to your intuition. Don't run away from what you feel within. There is fully a reason why it's happening. So my darlings, let's keep it pushing and have yourself a great week ahead. Listen.